Hello, Gemini. Good morning. This is your channel messages for the 7th of July. Gemini, I was supposed to do you. I don't mean do you. I mean do you yesterday. But sometimes you just have to give yourself a rest. You have to do it. Your employer's not going to do it for you. Satan is not going to do it for you. And God is not going to do it for you either. I saw the new laws in Germany, Gemini, since you deal with communication and writing things down with Libra. And it says that if you need a sick day, you have to show a doctor's appointment. I don't know if you've ever been sick before. The last thing you want to do is go outside. Plus, you ever been sick and don't have money? No, I'm not sure what is the healthcare laws in Germany, with the whole situation and the World Cup. We don't really know what's happening. But at the same time, usually, if you're first of all, if you're employed with an employer, that means the employer know you, okay? You not only must sign a contract with you, but you trust me enough for show up here every day for the job. Okay, Gemini? So yeah, tell me if me work for you, I'm get up today. I have back pain. I sleep on the wrong side of my neck, right? Somehow you have diarrhea. You ever try to go to the doctor to get a doctor's note to give to your employer when you have diarrhea? How you going to leave the house? No. Germany, I feel like for the second time in history, you might be wrong, okay? So I know one day you can call your employer and say, I cannot come in. 24 hours. First of all, you have sick leaves. Usually when you get employed, them say you have this much sick leave. Now, how did the company know that I would get sick for 10 days per year? Is the company planning my debt? Does the company know that they're not doing maintenance in the building why I would get sick? Okay, so you're just predicting that I'll get sick 10 times a year. The same way how Microsoft and Bill Gates predicted COVID-19. This is not Miss Medical Advice YouTube, right? So you're predicting that I'm going to get sick these times. So on top of the prediction, me have to go to a doctor so the doctor can say, yes, I'm sick. So you're telling me if me have diarrhea. I'm just saying this, Gemini. How am I gonna leave the house? Go to the doctor. So I'm gonna shit up my doctor office, come have diarrhea there. And then how am I gonna get the letter to you? By email, by fax? I don't understand this. Usually where me come from, 1-2 days, you can call out. Sometimes you wake up with something very immediate. You don't need an x-ray. You understand? You don't need a doctor to check your heart. You don't feel well. Suppose you don't feel well mentally. Doctors can't prove that. No, doctor. So doctor, why did you came here today? A doctor, I came because I don't feel well. You don't feel well? What do you mean you don't feel well? A doctor, I was just working, I mean, my family is good. My kids are okay. They're doing well in school. My wife is happy, but I just don't feel well. Well, sir, we're dealing with something here. Yeah, could you write a letter to my employer to tell him that I don't feel well, even though I told my employer I wasn't going to come in because I don't feel well? But what kind of well? Is it like like you're underneath the weather well, or is it that you're thinking deep thoughts, like jumping in a well? Doctor, I don't know. All I know is I can't show up for work. Brody, usually you get doctor's appointment, doctor's letters if you have to take more than 3 days off at a time. So you're sick one day, you call the employer, okay, fine. You're allotted this. That's in the contract you sign. Unless the man or the woman tell you to show up here every day, and you just did it without signing documents, and then them tell you, say you can't leave. One day, you can stay home. Nothing wrong. 2 days, yes, you can stay home. Nothing wrong. Maybe a 3 day is kind of going 100 miles per hour, right? Maybe a 3 day. But usually if you need more than 3 days, like 7 days, 2 weeks, then you usually have to get a doctor's appointment. And the way how the job market is now, chances are if you get pregnant or you get injured, you don't have a job when you go back. So usually after you're done, even ask doctors for the time off when you go back to your employer, maternity leave. I'm sorry for the girl them who claims that them I get pregnant about maternity leave. You know, get back that job when the baby come. That's why I never understood women who went to college and then you're going to your job and you want how much months off maternity leave and then you want to go back in your position and that's how it go, Brody. Get sick. Get sick right now. Another person in line just wait. Them just watch for you get sick so them can step in your role. Cause right now the job market is crazy. Anyways, Gemini, I don't know if this is something about you being sick or you believe that your employer is acting a bit like the other leaders of Germany, where why me have to go doctor if me sick for one day? You don't think me want rest for the one day me did sick? No, me have to get up for the day but me did sick and go doctor for proof some me did sick. Brody them sick, make them sleep. No, like what is the pressure of them for proof that them sick? Usually, them have, if they need time off. And me don't know, usually Brody not even boss to take time off when them sick. So good luck trying to fight this against your company. Let's go ahead and go into your reading, Gemini. So I'm getting something about sick days, a sick leave. Them usually that is the corporate thing to do. Sick day, sick leave. No, leave for more than you go leave. And sometimes they must say you're not sick, you're gone, go enjoy life. That is not your business. Informant, yeah, informant. This is not your business. Yeah, talk about me enjoy. Okay, you allotted 10 anyways. Do you get paid for the sick days you don't use during your time at a company? Them give you that. Suppose you don't take vacation for this year. Them add up the days next year. Them will give you 28 days off next year, or them pay you for the 14 days you never work. Them pay for the 14 days you never take vacation. It's in corporate. Listen to me. You tended to go college for your degree for work for corporate. Me street smart. You're not rob me. You're not gonna rob me them way there. Let's go ahead and go into your reading. That's highway robbery. We have Ophiuchus coming out first. Now, Ophiuchus is the 13th zodiac sign. Ophiuchus is also the old man. What about the old people them was sick? It can be anything. Brody them all. You know how much time them would have spent in the doctor for get a conclusion as to what happened to them, for them to go back to the job. And just like how I never show up for readings yesterday, Gemini, I want you to get used to it. Because one day I might never ever show up again. And then life goes on and on and on and on. Right? Let's go. We have Muslim. So I'm not sure how it is in the Muslim community when on a sick. Ophiuchus and Muslim, maybe somewhat a sick old man. Okay, Gemini. We also have Taurus. So we have Ophiuchus and Taurus and a sick old man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We also have cigarettes. Okay, so maybe that's what I'm getting something about a Muslim man, one old Muslim man. You keep a smoke and you're sick. I'm getting Taurus, so something about money. So maybe you work overnight because Muslim people don't sleep half of the time. So we have Muslim, we have Ophiuchus, we have cigarettes. Maybe you smoke a lot of cigarettes. Maybe you have chest pain or you have back pain. Bad back pain. Bad chest pain. Come getting you can't let go off of the cigarettes, but me getting it to hurt you. Now maybe you develop indigestion. It's not Miss Medical Advice YouTube where you stay up, you smoke cigarettes and then you eat oily food. I mean getting there's a you see if the pain shift in your body. That can maybe it's not necessarily back pain. It could be something happening inside the body. If you just feel the pain one place all the time, maybe this happened at a certain time every night. We're getting something about a Muslim old man. We're getting him smoke cigarettes. And we have Gemini. Yeah, Gemini is your reading. Yeah, Gemini. I don't know if this is you. So I'm getting Gemini. Yeah, because we just talked about sick days since Gemini rule communication. Gemini, cigarettes, Muslim, Ophiuchus and Taurus. Or I'm getting something about Gemini, I'm getting you and an Ophiuchus supposed to come together, or you and a Taurus is supposed to come together and use this old Muslim man for do it. I don't know if the man Indian. If the man smokes cigarettes, You get fucked. That's the only thing I tell you. Let's go ahead and go into the reading. Because some type of magic, what you do, it requires the horse to be a certain way. That's why Jeffrey Dahmer, he was into some weird ass magic shit, even though he was a murderer. But he wouldn't touch victims based on certain criteria. Why? Because he would say the meat don't taste the same. The blood don't drain the same. He must say weird things happens. Like he would have said him prefer him victims to be a certain way. So usually if you perform magic, the horse have a bit. That's why them usually throw virgins in volcanoes. You know, bitches who had high body counts back then, them never really get sacrificed. So girl used to open them pussy left, right, and blood clot center. Any man who wanted and they was willing to pay, the girl would have open up them pussy. Cause the girl them did know, so when you're a virgin, they would have take you from your sleep and throw it in a fucking volcano and sacrifice it to the gods. You know, having a low body count back then wasn't something. It was very fearful for women. She's a virgin. When you're a virgin, you get married off. Now, sometimes if you're virgin until you get taken, then would I just say, oh, he's a brothel bitch. You a brothel hoe. Ha, you a brothel bitch. Oh my God, you're not a virgin. No. What happened? Did a man rape you? Did you end up, did your fault? Were you fucking your brother? Were you fucking your dad? Oh my, you're not a virgin. You'll not bleed on the sheets when you and your prince have sex for the first time. Might as well you go work in a brothel, sweetheart, because there's no space for sinners here, right? So the virgin them would I get married off to men them never know from royal places. They would also get sacrificed up in a hill and their throat would be cut, you know? So sometime back then, girls, did you find a way? Them did find a way. Them did find a way for kind of run away from that life of being sacrificed in a fucking volcano to the gods. Or being cut open somewhere in a forest, or being married off to far, far, far lands. At least if them wasn't virgins, them could have stayed in a them home place and then fuck off the man them there. You know, they wouldn't have to leave home. So anyways, it requires the host to be a certain way. I hope the host what you use is not a cigarette smoker. Because maybe you go to somebody for perform a ritual and when you leave, them not perform the ritual. When them do it in front of you, them not smoke cigarettes. But I don't, me getting something about a Taurus and a Gemini. Gemini is zero reading, something about being sick. But me getting cigarettes. So who smoke cigarettes? Is it a Taurus? Is it a Gemini? Or is it a fire cost, the old Muslim man? Getting something about an old Muslim man. We have Pluto. And we have Uranus. Let's go ahead and go into your reading. Let's see what's happening for you, Gemini. And a lot of people who smoke cigarettes, sometimes them wake up feeling very them wake up feeling off. Sometimes them need for rest. Them need for sleep. Cigarette smokers don't get the best sleep. Them smoke cigarettes. God knows what kind of demon them a dream about. Let's go. All right, so we have the 9 of Wands, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Swords, and we have the Chariot. So I'm getting, you know, so I'm going to find $1 $10. Look what I'm find. I couldn't believe. But they're here in Canada. I'm going to find a Jamaican 10 cents. Wait, you can't zoom. I find a 10 cent Jamaican. And it's a 10 cent. It's a 1986. I don't know how I find it. You can't even find this in a Jamaica. I never even see this in a Jamaica before in my whole life. I'm gonna find 10 cents. 10 cent dollar. 10 cent dollar. Anyways, right? Okay. So I'm getting, first of all, I'm getting something about a Cancer. I'm getting something about this woman. I don't know if the woman is your mother. No, a fire cost don't have to be a man. It can be a woman. It could be something about an old Muslim woman. No, I'm getting she with the 10 of Swords. I'm getting something about you get caught with the police. I don't know if it's about identity fraud. I'm getting something about a fire cost, a Taurus, and a Gemini. Something that's happening with this older woman. I'm getting something about police. She'll get running with the police. I don't know if somebody have a clone phone. I'm getting some more identity fraud that's happening. Or getting some more cigarette smoking, a lot of cigarettes. Unless it's something about somebody that sells like cigarettes underneath the quiet, something like that. Or me getting something about you get stopped by the police and the police ask you for like documents and you can't provide documents. You can't provide something. Me getting somebody's the woman head covered. Because the Queen of Pentacles are head covered. Me getting somebody. Okay, let's clarify. You have a Two of Cups. Is this somebody your wife? Something about the woman you're dating? Come getting something about an old Muslim woman or man supposed to bring you and a Taurus together. That was the deal. Like you go to this man and you show them this girl, or you tell the man or the woman, I think it's a woman, me getting the placements. Maybe the woman that said there's a Pisces placement where that's going to be beneficial to the relationship. But me getting something about your smoke. Does she ask, maybe the woman that asking these questions, what she like, she smoke, yeah, she smoke cigarette, yes, no. Somebody smoke cigarette here. I feel like it's a person you're going to. That's why after she done the ritual and you leave, she outside and she thinking about the client she just did. I'm not gonna doubt if she have real powers or not, but if she's smoking and I think, nobody smoke and think happy thoughts. Not unless you're on cannabis. I don't know a fucker who smokes cigarettes and you think happy thoughts. Bro, they usually stress the fuck out or you try to find a solution. So I don't know if she think about sabotaging something. Me getting after you finish with her and you leave, it's like she round the back of the building and she has smoked cigarette and like, me don't know, her face look disgusted. And she had think about like weird things, like diabolical things, and she has smoked cigarette. Come and getting it, you have to go back to her. Maybe when you go to this woman, she stink a cigarette. Me getting something about, yeah, notice something what happened between you and this woman that me getting to know what's supposed to pair together. We have a Two of Wands. Yeah, we have 22. Me getting a saying before I went to this woman, me and the girl was closer. And 6 months into going to this woman, me and the girl more distant from each other. Come me getting the woman to do something. Me getting somebody cigarette. Me getting a Muslim who smokes cigarettes. Got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I got to her for predict something. Me getting a saying when it just started. Me and the girl never know each other, but me getting a saying it did better. Come me getting, yeah, I got to her for read a chart. Or for predict something. No, the Ten of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune can also talk about, yeah, try to predict. Not necessarily deaths you're predicting, but me getting you trying to predict a day where something would be most effective when it comes down to messing with somebody's mental health. So like the woman tell you the time. She tell you where you for go, when you for do it. Like she say, don't talk to this woman. Okay, visit this woman on this day. I'm getting you're supposed to do something on a certain day. No, the death card is not here, but it could be something about a ritual. I don't know if she tell you if hurt somebody on a certain day. We're getting somebody smoke cigarette. We're getting some Muslim people, but we have the police here. So is the police officer Muslim? One more. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Empress, and we have the Six of Wands. I'm getting something that's a very this is a Taurus, because we had Taurus before. So this is the Taurus we're talking about. We're getting something with a famous Empress, a famous Taurus. We're getting is the police officer Muslim? Or I don't know if the man go to the police officer and he must tell the police officer said this Taurus not abide by. Because I feel like the police officer is helping this rich Muslim businessman. Kind of like, okay, here's what I'm getting. I could be wrong. Could be. I don't think I am. Me getting this man, I go to the police and I said this girl, like she not confirm and she's supposed to be my wife and cover up and she not want to do it. And the police is asking you, she Muslim? And you say yes. And the police like, they might help you. But me getting the girl, me getting she's an Empress, which is a Taurus. I don't find Taurus woman for kind of really like take on religion. Them always kind of free thinkers, or them spiritual, or them always have on like bangles, piercings, multiple piercing. Sometimes them have on tattoo. Majority of the time them natural. Whether them body look more realistic than other zodiac signs, them hair whether either lock, braided a lot, or them in a natural hair. Yes, you will find Taurus sometime with extensions, but Taurus don't live in that. Again, somebody this man, this old Muslim, again somebody an old Muslim man, again somebody sick, somebody sick, but me getting them sick because of smoking. So maybe somebody tell us them need a match, them need dialysis, them need a liver, them need a kidney. But me getting the man, but maybe the man act holy, but the man not tell you why to feel. And you might say, well, if this is a good God-fearing man, why God would take away him liver? Me getting him not tell the same about addiction. There's cigarettes here, so it could be he must smoke a lot, like he might go through packs a day. That's crazy. You need to vape if you're gonna do that. You go through packs of cigarettes a day, I better you vape, brody. You can get 50,000 puff. That don't make no sense. Anyways, we're gonna leave it here. Gemini, we're going to the next reading, so I will be back.